Hi Gemini, it's me, Gregory Scott. Thanks for joining me today. It's really nice to be with you, and this is your astrology and tarot forecast for February 2015, month number 2 of the year. So I hope you've had a good start. Let's look at what's coming up for you this month. And this month starts interestingly because the full month is actually occurring on the 3rd. Full moons usually occur around the 20th or the end of the month, but things are flipping over a little bit and things are much more fruitful and much earlier than usual. And the first thing that occurs then for you on the 3rd of February here is that your moon and your Jupiter are in the 3rd house in Leo. So you're really at the height of your communicative powers, and you're really very comfortable with having other people look at you and listen to you and see, oh, there's Gemini A, B, or C and stuff, and say, you're very happy with that, for people to be aware of your presence, all right? So it's good to go for job interviews, to do public speaking, to go on dates, to do all of those things where you have to have some confidence because you're really in a very, very good place in that sense. Now, Neptune is in Pisces, and that's in your career sector in your 10th house. So you're really dreaming about what your job could be. So don't be surprised if you're really questioning, you know, am I in the right job? Do I want to be an architect? Do I want to be a doctor? Da, 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 da. It's normal for you to dream that with Neptune in that placement, and allow those things to really come in. Because if you're certain that you're on your life path in terms of your work, you don't need to question it. It'll come in, you'll say, should I be an architect? But if you're already a doctor or a lawyer or something or whatever, and you're happy with that, then it'll be like, no, because I'm happy what I'm doing. But if that thought catches you and hooks you and says, oh yeah, I've always dreamt of doing this, then really follow that because it's right. So there may be some changes in terms of the way you think about your career. Mercury has been in retrograde since the 21st of January, and it comes out of retrograde, thank God, on the 11th of February, because this one has been a tough one. And for you especially, it's been in your 9th house of education and travel and all of those things, and all those kind of snags that you've run into when sharing kind of, or when engaging with new information. You know, when trying to absorb information or moving around in the world, that may have been a little bit tricky. And now on the 11th, it gets much easier. So your path, just if you think of your life path as a road, you know, the clutter that's been blocking you is now gone, and you can actually move forward with it. The new moon happens on the 18th, and this is usually an area of focus, and it's focused for you in terms of the area of education. So you're going to want to learn something new. So remember, at the beginning of the month, it's like, am I in the right job? Question, question, question. Now, in the middle, kind of end part of the month, it's like, what new information do I need? So it feels like you've made some decisions, and it's like, if I want to be a carpenter, I'm going to have to learn some woodworking skills, you know, and you get engaged with those things. So it's about getting new things and kind of assimilating them to help you achieve what it is you want to achieve. We just go back to Valentine's Day on the 14th here. For you, Valentine's Day isn't so, I think it's not as particularly spectacular one, because I think your focus is on work. I don't think you're in such a romantic mood around this time of the month, and you're much more focused on how can I develop and achieve for myself. Now, the sun goes into Pisces on the 19th. Again, your working life comes into focus, but now Pisces kind of takes over, and Pisces is very much service oriented, and it's very much about what can I do for others and how can I help other people. So if you're trying to be a rock star or an actress or a something that's pretty much focused on you and based on you, the sun in Pisces is going to kind of put the brakes on that a little bit and say, well, how can you be of service? You know, how can you be useful to the world? So if you're trying to do something really all about you, then try and get that fixed in your mind before the 19th, because the 19th is going to try and take you down the Mother Teresa route. You know, it's going to say, oh, don't be a movie star, you know, go help at a shelter or something, you know, do something that's service oriented. and that impulse is very likely to come up in you. Mars goes into Aries on the 20th, Venus goes into Aries on the 21st, and that happens in your 11th house of hopes and dreams. So really, you connect with what it is you want to do, and I really think you pursue it now by the time the 21st comes around. Which is great because, you know, it's a cliche, but we do get one shot at life. Something can come along tomorrow and shatter your hopes and dreams. If you've always wanted to be an artist and you've left it for 2 years, but then you're diagnosed with some illness that incapacitates you, that dream is gone, and you, on a physical level, you won't be able to do it. So, you know, sometimes it's important not to just kind of say, you know, I will have time to achieve my dreams, because sometimes we don't. And today is a day that you can make changes, regardless of what circumstances may be holding you back or blocking you, and it's important to seize those moments. Now the 28th is going to get a bit chaotic for you. You're going to have all these dreams of what am I going to do, but there will be some money pressures that will come into your life from outside forces. Someone will send you a bill or ask you for money or something like that, and you're going to have to manage that for a while, which will take you a little bit away from what you're trying to do. You still have a lot of things in Pisces, so it's very likely that you're willing to give your money away to help someone out. Be careful that you're not just throwing it out the window, and that you actually have a chance of getting it back if you're lending it to someone. The card I've pulled for you is the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is someone who's naive about money, and who's not very experienced with it. So if you do get any money queries, or if you have to deal with money this month, then just double check everything and ask for help as well, because it may be that you don't have all the information and you may make a mistake because of that lack of info. Have a wonderful month. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and if you'd like to email me, you can. It's readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. I'm using the Radiant Rider Waite deck for this reading. Let's see what's coming up. Okay.